Next thing I want to talk to you guys about, switching gears here, is gender identity, because it's very important that you do your part and just try to keep up with all of the 37,000 genders that are out there today. And it's important that you do your part and try to keep up with them, because you don't want to be a bigot. And it would be bigoted for you not to understand that everybody can be everything at all times and at no times, including this young woman who is on TikTok, which I have always described as a platform for mental illness in its entirety. If you have a mental illness, you should have a TikTok. If you don't have a mental illness, maybe get off TikTok. That's just what I'm saying. I think it inspires it. But this young, I was almost going to say woman, crazy, Candace, crazy. This young he, she, thingy it did a video, and this is what the he, she, thingy it has to say. Take a listen.
You might have been surprised by my transgender pin that I put on this morning. I figured it's about time that I came out and talked about my gender identity. I am trigender, which means like a triangle, I have 3 genders: male, female, and non-binary. And the difference between trigender and gender fluid is that I feel all 3 of these genders at the same time. All the time. It doesn't ever shift or change, or where I feel one gender more strongly than the other, like gender fluid tends to be. Also, I should recognize and accept that a lot of people don't see non-binary as a third gender. They see it as something completely separate from the binary of male and female. But for me, it's like a third gender. Or I guess you could call it a third identity. So how I feel gender-wise is like a man, like a woman, and as neither at the same time. I hope this clears things up, but let me know if you have any more questions. I'm happy to answer.
What I love is that at the end of that, she's like, I hope this clears things up. Like, no, obviously that cleared nothing up. Like, why would that clear anything up? I'm a man and I'm a woman and I'm neither at the exact same time. I hope this clears things up. Like, it's just complete lunacy. I mean, I am happy that these various illnesses are finding a home on TikTok. I did not mean that last statement I just said. I just said it. I don't know. Hope that clears things up. It's just like, this is split personality disorder, obviously. You know, it might even be equal parts schizophrenia. But what this is not is an actual gender, obviously. She's not a trigender. She's a girl that is looking for attention and is finding it on TikTok, and people are asking her more specific questions, which is giving her a dopamine hit and realizing that she's on some journey where people are maybe paying attention to her for the first time. You know what I mean? Which is an element of growing up, is trying to find your tribe and people that are looking for attention. And rather than being maybe the quiet kid who doesn't have a lot of school friends, you can now become a very well-liked person by being extreme on social media. And so that's what you're watching. That's what you're observing. You're observing a bunch of kids that probably are not comfortable in their own skin, that are trying to be cool in some regard by pretending to be trigender or whatever gender that it is. One alternative asset that you really need to check out is multi-million-dollar art at Masterworks. Masterworks buys paintings from legendary artists like Picasso and Banksy and breaks them into shares so you can invest for a fraction of the cost. Then, when a painting sells again, you get your potential return on that investment. So far, they've sold 6 paintings for an average net return of 29%. These returns have remained consistent through COVID, inflation, recession, and everything else that has destroyed our investment portfolios over the last couple of years. There is a big wait list to join, but you can skip it by using my special code. To join, simply go to masterworks.com and use promo code Candace. That's masterworks.com, promo code Candace. See important Regulation A disclosures at masterworks.com/CD. Again, that's masterworks.com, promo code Candace. Well, one thing that's good for this girl is that potentially she will be able to find a home on the dating app Hinge, because Hinge has given itself a nice little woke update. The dating app, which you guys might be familiar with, has launched a relationship type feature that lets daters specify if they're looking for monogamous or polyamorous partners. Hinge has introduced a new feature this week called Relationship Type. It allows you to specify the type of commitment that you're looking for, and it has come as research has revealed that 5% of people are now in polyamorous relationships. So Michelle Parsons, she's the chief product officer over at Hinge, says, with the launch of Relationship Type, we are empowering users to openly share what kind of relationship they are looking for, and as a result, have a new way to know if someone's dating goals match theirs from the moment they look at their profile. Fair. Totally fair. I think it's be nice to know if somebody just is into being a little bit promiscuous, a little slutty, and now you can have a filter that just says, I'm pretending that this is a relationship type, but in reality, I just want to sleep with a bunch of women. Then you have a bunch of women that are pretending that they're free and open to all different types, when in reality, they're just insecure and are commuting what they actually want to match the times. And the times are telling them that the best way to be empowered is by realizing that you don't need a man and that you're open to all different types of relationships, and that society is what is putting these constraints on you. And to really be loving and free and on ecstasy and Molly, you need to swipe your relationship type to available to everyone, and at the same time lose a little piece of your soul every time you go on one of these dates. And so now I'm glad that Hinge has provided that update so that you can freely give away your soul to whoever you want. All right, guys, the next portion of the show is going to be available exclusively on Daily Wire Plus. I'm going to be talking about Northwest doing makeup tutorials on TikTok. So if you are not a member yet, go ahead and click the link in the description and subscribe right now.